Perched on a slab of rock that juts dramatically over the forests of central Sri Lanka, Sigiriya is as imposing a sight now as it must have been when it was first built by a fierce king in the 5th century AD. Meaning, Lion's Rock, Sigiriya, designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1982, is accessed by way of passageways cut into the rock face between a monumental pair of lion paws. The fortress was later swallowed by the forest, and only familiar to local villagers. Outsiders used knowledge of its past, preserved in Buddhist texts, to search for the ancient site. British historians rediscovered its astonishing buildings and frescoes in the 19th century. Kingdom to colony Sigiriya was built by the 5th century king Kashyapa I, who ruled the native Sinhalese dynasty, the Maurya. The imposing fortress was the capital of the Sinhalese kingdom until Kashyapa was defeated in AD 495. Watch. An ancient palatial fortress overlooks this barren desert in Israel. After Kashyapa, dynasties rose and fell, their fortunes shaped by internal power struggles and conflicts between native Sinhalese and outside invaders from India. The Mahavamsa, a 5th century Sri Lankan epic, tells how the Indian Vijaya was the grandson of a lion. He traveled to the island of Sri Lanka and married Princess Kuvini. From their union was born the Sinhalese race. Sinhala means, of lions. In the Sinhalese tradition, the lion is the mythical ancestor of kings and a symbol of royal authority. Sigiriya rock plateau, formed from the magma of an extinct volcano, is 200 meters higher than the surrounding jungles. Its view astonishes the visitors with the unique harmony between nature and human imagination. The fortress complex includes remnants of a ruined palace, surrounded by an extensive network of fortifications, vast gardens, ponds, canals, alleys, and fountains. The surrounding territories of Sigiriya were inhabited for several thousand years. Since the 3rd century BC, the rocky plateau of Sigiriya has served as a monastery. In the second half of the 5th century king, Kashyapa decided to construct a royal residence here. After his death, Sigiriya again became a Buddhist monastery until the 14th century, when it was abandoned. The main entrance is located on the northern side of the rock. It was designed as a huge stone lion whose feet have survived until today, but the upper parts of the body were destroyed. Thanks to this lion, the palace was named Sigiriya. The term Sigiriya originates from the word Sahagri, i.e., lion rock. The western wall of Sigiriya was almost entirely covered by frescoes created during the reign of Kashyapa. 18 frescoes have survived to this day. The frescoes depict nude females and are considered to be either portraits of Kaddapa's wives and concubines or priestesses performing religious rituals. Despite the unknown identity of the females depicted in the frescoes, these unique ancient paintings celebrate the female beauty and have incredible historical significance. One of the most striking features of Sigiriya is its mirror wall. In the old days, it was polished so thoroughly that the king could see his reflection. The mirror wall is painted with inscriptions and poems written by the visitors of Sigiriya. The most ancient inscriptions are dated from the 8th century. These inscriptions prove that Sigiriya was a tourist destination more than 1,000 years ago. Today, painting on the wall is strictly prohibited. There was another powerful king who inherited Sigiriya, King Ravana. King Ravana is one of the best-known monarchs of Sri Lanka. The stubborn and incredibly powerful king was the one who infamously abducted Sita, who was the consort of Lord Rama of India. He was defeated in battle against Lord Rama's troops, but his legend truly lives on. Ravana, he is the villain in the great Indian epic Ramayana. Some say he was evil, while others hail him as a hero. He was a brother who sought revenge against the ones who hurt his sister. He was a prodigy who created marvels like the Dadu Manara. It was a prehistoric aircraft, and Ravana Hatha, the oldest violin in the world. King Ravana, who is often depicted with 10 heads, truly was an iconic figure in the history of Sri Lanka. The 10 heads represent the 10 regions that were included in his kingdom. They also represent the 10 areas of knowledge that he was an expert in. He was a great innovator and a great physician. His name is closely linked to the iconic Sigiriya rock fortress too. Many believe that King Ravana's Alakamanda is symbolically represented by Sigiriya. It is believed that Sigiriya used to be one of the great king's palaces. According to the records in the palm leaf book Ravana Watha, Sigiriya was built under the directions that were given by King Visthavasa. He is father of King Ravana. The frescoes are also mentioned in the book. According to Ravana Watha, the blue-hued lady in the frescoes represents the Yaka tribe, and the other ladies represent the Naga, Deva and Gandhaba tribes. There is a cave in Sigiriya named Nipena Guhava, the Cobra Head Cave. It is said that Sita was held captive in this cave by King Ravana. The ancient book also states that King Kassapa chose Sigiriya as his castle and resurrected the magnificent rock fortress's magnificent glory. When you are traveling in the island, make sure you visit this iconic attraction which boasts of an incredibly interesting history. When you travel with Green Holiday Center, you will be able to conveniently arrange insightful tours in the spectacular cultural triangle of Sri Lanka.